Hi, my name is Missy Hale. I have been singing since I was out of the womb. My mom was musical. She was a dance teacher for 35 years. I had an older sister who was an incredible singer. So I got to kind of follow in her footsteps. So at around 14, I started to get to sing with her in the studio and start singing demos and jingles and various stuff, singing at church, of course, my whole life. And then around 18, I did a demo that brought me to Nashville, signed a development deal, got to work with some really cool people there for a long time. I actually ended up doing a lot of demos for different artists, CCM artists, country, Mandiso, rest in peace, was one that I did a lot of singing for in her early days and early career. Natalie Grant toured with Anointed for a little while. Martha Menizzi. I did just a lot of live gigs in Nashville. In the studio, had some cool opportunities open up to sing for Disney with a producer in Nashville named Mark Hammond. I think the first thing I did was the Hallowishes Parade, which is how I met Tim Davis. I got to work with him a ton and then ended up singing the original World of Color that ran at Disneyland for 9 years. The very beginning of the whole show was me, and that was like a dream come true. And so around 2009, I got the call from Tim, said, "Hey, do you want to sing on the show I'm working on? I don't know if it's going to go anywhere, but it's a show called Glee." And I just did one session, and that kind of opened up more opportunity to get to sing on that show, and that moved me out to LA from Nashville in 2009. Since then, got to work with just incredible people. Like Edie was an incredible person to work with too. She gave me my first film, which I think was The Lorax, which I sing the character voice on that and sing throughout. So just a lot of opportunities opened up there. Of course, still singing at church, working with Anthony Evans, getting to work with him and travel with him and sing on his projects and tour with him. That was fun. One random night, Edie calls me and says, "Hey, do you want to come do a quick demo? It's for this artist, for this movie. It's at Hans Zimmer's studio." And it was for Boss Baby. And it was What the World Needs Now is Love, Sweet Love. And it was 9 p.m. at night. 9 p.m. is way past my bedtime. But I said yes. I am going to come out there and I'm going to sing it. 3 weeks later, I actually ended up being the singer for the end credits for Boss Baby. Worked on American Idol with Chris Pooley, crazy, amazing music director, musician, and got to work with dear friends on that show for a few seasons. And working from home, I have a studio set up at home, thanks to Tim Davis, who connected me to a really cool company in Seattle that I still work for. Now I get to vocal direct and be a worship leader at a church here in Georgetown, Texas. And I love it. It's an incredible place, and I've learned so much, and I've gotten to take everything that I have learned in my life to feed, to pour into others and develop them and encourage them in their giftings. So it's full circle for me, and I have a sweet daughter who is a singer now, and she will be. We just can't help it. So just getting to work with her and see her blossom too. And I'm so grateful for it all, but I'm so grateful for Tim to have opened so many of those doors, to believe in me as a person and as a singer. I met my husband because of Tim and his sweet wife. If you are thinking about whether or not you want to do the Studio Singer Intensive, I would just encourage you to go and to try it out and just to risk a little bit. Know that you're in a safe spot to land. Whatever that decision is, it's really fun, it's really challenging, it's really special. You're gonna learn a lot, and it's worth every moment.